I think after a year and a bit of the pandemic, we're going to have to work on our singing voices for the national anthem. It was a bit quiet. Your Honours, Premier, Ministers, Ministers Designate, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Shannon Haggerty, and I'm the Chief of Protocol for Alberta. It is my pleasure to welcome you to Government House for today's ceremony. I'd like to begin by inviting Her Honour, the Honourable Selma Lokani, Lieutenant Governor of Alberta, to please bring remarks. Your Honour.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. I wish to begin by acknowledging that we are gathered on Treaty 6 territory. As treaty people, we acknowledge all our First People who have called this place home for thousands of years and who welcomed us here to make our own lives. May we always dwell together on these lands with respect and peace. I would also like to observe that it was almost exactly 6 months ago that we gathered in my office at the legislature for a small, socially distanced ceremony to swear in a new member of cabinet. And I think we can agree that we have made heartwarming progress through the pandemic since that day. Vaccines and our collective sacrifices have made all the difference, and we are now seeing our society open again after 16 long and very difficult months. Members of Cabinet, elected officials across Alberta, and the hard-working people who make up the Alberta Public Service came together to tackle unprecedented challenges and to help carry our province successfully through this very challenging period. While we are still mourning friends and loved ones who we lost to COVID, and while there is still work to be done, this is also a time for hope and renewed optimism for the future. To the Premier, members of Cabinet, and your ministry teams, I offer my heartfelt thanks for your great dedication to service, and I wish you every possible success in your duties. To those joining Cabinet today, I am honored to be a part of such a special day for you and your families. Enjoy this moment of celebration, and best of luck to you in your new duties. Thank you. I have a letter from the Premier recommending new members of Executive Council. I have accepted his recommendations. Premier, will you please now introduce to our guests the new members of the Executive Council?
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I ask the members swearing the oaths of Executive Council to please step forward. Ron Orr, Mohammed Yassin, Mike Ellis, Tanya Furr, Nate Horner, and Whitney Isaac.
I will now administer the oath of Executive Council. Please repeat, "So help me God," or "I so affirm," at the close of the oath. You, Ronald James Nelson Orr, Mohammed Yassin, Michael George Ellis, Tanya Tony Furr, Nathan Stewart Horner, Whitney Cassandra Isaac, do solemnly promise and swear that you will serve Her Majesty truly and faithfully in the place of her council in this Her Majesty's province of Alberta. You will keep close and secret all such matters as shall be treated, debated, and resolved on in Executive Council, without publishing or disclosing the same or any part thereof, by word, writing, or any otherwise, to any person out of the same council, but to such only as be of the council. And yet, if any matter so propounded, treated, and debated in any such Executive Council shall touch any particular person sworn of the same council upon any such matter as shall in any wise concern their loyalty and fidelity to the Queen's Majesty, you will in no wise open the same to them, but keep it secret as you would from any person until the Queen's Majesty's pleasure be known in that behalf. You will in all things to be moved, treated, and debated in any such council, faithfully, honestly, and truly declare your mind and opinion to the honor and benefit of the Queen's Majesty and the good of her subjects, without partiality or exception of persons. In no wise forbearing so to do from any manner of respect, favor, love, meed, displeasure, or dread of any person or persons whatsoever. In general, you will be vigilant, diligent, and circumspect in all your doings touching the Queen's Majesty's affairs. all which matters and things you will faithfully observe and keep, as a good counselor ought to do, to the utmost of your power, will, and discretion. So help you God, you so affirm. The new members will now subscribe to the oath by signing the Executive Council roll book.
Your Honor, I ask the Honorable Rajan Sani to step forward to take the oath as Minister of Transportation.
Please take the oath of office and subscribe to same in the Executive Council roll book.
I, Rajanjeet Kaur Sahni, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will duly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Minister of Transportation for the province of Alberta. So help me God.
Elizabeth II, by the grace of God of the United Kingdom, Canada, and her other realms and territories, Queen, Head of the Commonwealth, Defender of the Faith. To all to whom these presents shall come, greeting. Know ye that having confidence in the loyalty, integrity, and ability of the Honorable Rajanjeet Kaur Sahni of Calgary in the province of Alberta, I, under the virtue of the power in me vested in that behalf, do appoint her, the said Honorable Rajanjeet Kaur Sahni, to be Minister of Transportation for the province of Alberta, to have and to hold with all and every the powers, privileges, authorities, and advantages to the said office of Minister of Transportation, by right and by law appertaining. In testimony whereof, I have caused these letters to be made patent, and the great seal of the province of Alberta to be hereunto affixed. Witness the Honorable Salma Lakhani, Lieutenant Governor of the province of Alberta, in our city of Edmonton, in our said province, this 8th day of July, 2021, and in the 70th year of Her Majesty's reign. By command.
get building.
I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I ask the Honorable Jason Luan to step forward and take the oath of Minister of Community and Social Services.
Please take the oath of office and subscribe to the same in the Executive Council roll book. Take the oath.
Okay. I, Jason Jinshin Luan, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will duly and faithfully and do the best of my skills and knowledge execute the powers and trust imposed in me as Minister of Community and Social Services for the province of Alberta. I solemnly affirm.
Congratulations, Jason. I know you're going to do a great job here. And with compassion and kind of want to get it done. Thank you so much. Your Honor, I ask the Honorable Ron Orr to step forward and take the oath as Minister of Culture.
Please take the oath of office and subscribe to same in the Executive Council roll book.
I, Ronald James Nelson Orr, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will duly and faithfully and to the best of my skill and knowledge execute the powers and trust reposed in me as Minister of Culture for the province of Alberta, so help me God. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Good.
Congratulations, Ron. I'm so happy. Yes. Really looking forward to working with you. Thank you. Your Honor, I ask the Honorable Mohammed Yassin to step forward and take the oath as Associate Minister of Immigration and Multiculturalism.
Please take the oath of office and subscribe to same in the Executive Council roll book.
I, Muhammad Yassin, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will duly and faithfully and to the best of my skill and knowledge execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Associate Minister of Immigration and Multiculturalism for the province of Alberta. So help me God.
Congratulations. I'm so happy to give you doubling up on your good work. Thank you. All right, Your Honor, I ask the Honorable Mike Ellis to step forward and take the oath as Associate Minister of Mental Health and Addiction.
Please take the oath of office and subscribe to same in the Executive Council roll book.
Thank you. I'm Michael George Ellis. Do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will duly and faithfully and to the best of my skill and knowledge execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Associate Minister of Mental Health and Addictions for the province of Alberta. So help me God.
Congrats, Mike. You're going to do fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Your Honor, I ask the Honorable Nathan Horner to step forward and take the oath as Associate Minister of Rural Economic Development. And Your Honor, I think this is the third or fourth Horner to take this oath.
Please take the oath of office and subscribe to same in the Executive Council roll book.
Thank you. I, Nathan Stewart Horner, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will duly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Associate Minister of Rural Economic Development for the province of Alberta. So help me God. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congrats. So happy. A lot of work cut out for you, though.
Definitely. Well, thank you, sir. I'm on board.
Your Honor, I ask the Honorable Whitney Isaac to step forward and take the oath as Associate Minister of Status of Women, and Minister Isaac will also be serving as Chief Government Whip.
Please take the oath of office and subscribe to same in the Executive Council roll book.
I, Whitney Cassandra Isaac, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will duly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trust reposed to me as Associate Minister for Status of Women for the province of Alberta. So help me God.
Thanks so much. Congratulations. I'll get up that way. Thank you. Your Honor, I now call the Honorable Tanya Furr to step forward and take the oath as Associate Minister for Red Tape Reduction.
Please take the oath of office and subscribe to same in the Executive Council roll book.
I, Tanya Tony Furr, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will duly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Associate Minister of Red Tape Reduction for the province of Alberta. So help me God.
Congratulations, Tanya. So happy. You do a great job. Like I said, get out those big scissors. Your Honor, these are the members of your Executive Council.
Congratulations, ministers. And Premier, if I may now ask, Jason Kenney, Premier of the province, will you please bring remarks?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Your Honor, for welcoming us to Government House and for your gracious remarks and your dignified service. Thank you, colleagues, and friends and family. Albertans have been through a time of great adversity over the past 16 months. But thanks to the resilience and compassion of ordinary Albertans, this province rose to the challenge, a once-in-a-century public health challenge, but also a once-in-a-century economic challenge. And thanks to their diligence, care, and compassion, thanks to a growing number of Albertans who are protecting themselves and their loved ones with the power of vaccines, Alberta is now open for summer, a great Alberta summer. And with the continued efforts of Albertans, I am absolutely confident that we will be open for good. As I say, this has not only have been a once-in-a-century public health crisis, but also a once-in-a-century economic crisis. And our province was hit harder than any other because of the concurrent collapse of energy prices devastating our largest industry last year. But now, as Your Honor said, we see signs of renewed hope, growth, and optimism. Alberta is the first province in Canada to be fully open. We are leading Canada out of the pandemic, and we are also leading Canada in economic growth. Alberta's government will do everything within our power to accelerate that growth, to create jobs, to grow the economy, to get pipelines built, and to fight for a fair deal for Alberta within the Canadian Federation. This government will renew its focus on the economic recovery plan. Now, this is a time of renewal for Alberta, and that requires renewal in the government's leadership team. So thank you to all of these remarkably capable people for stepping up to public service in new ways during this challenging time. And now we get down to the work on behalf of Albertans, the important work ahead of us of renewal, of building, and of growth. So thank you, Your Honor, thank you, colleagues. God bless Alberta, and God save the Queen.
Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Ladies and gentlemen, ministers, congratulations again. That concludes the formal ceremony for today. Thank you very much for attending. It's so wonderful to have you here today. I'd ask you all to stay and just enjoy a little bit of a reception and take some time to spend with your family and loved ones. Thank you very much.